welcome to the World Warriors podcast. I'm Will.
I'm the Thaminator.
I'm right.
And this week, once again, our guest is Queen of Combat.
Hi, guys.
So, we are 1 week away from Street Fighter Cross Tekken being released.
Hey.
And finally, Rock's ultimate wish of finally getting to team up with me, Mr. Perfection, will come to fruition.
I'm never playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'm serious.
I know you're not playing with me. You're teaming up with me. Don't worry. You
Hell!
can get something.
No.
I'll let you learn.
No.
Somehow I think if you guys play, it's gonna be like a good thing that the game allows you to. It's a good thing the game will allow you to have a computer-controlled teammate.
Yeah.
I will Pandora you every time.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny. I wish that there was like if there was a way to stop that. Like you're the teammate and the guys try to Pandora you and you hit B to not die.
Yeah,
It makes them die instead.
Yeah.
And then you go into Pandora mode.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Whoa. That was weird.
Was that one of those things that doesn't work offline?
Yeah. No, I'm glad my favorite character is Street Fighter Cross Tekken, so I'm a happy person.
Which character is that?
Jury.
Oh,
yes.
it's like three.
And my favorite Tekken character is Steve, so I'm good.
Oh, he has a fireball now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
weird.
I don't even remember if my favorite Tekken character is worth playing because I haven't played since like Tekken 2, but I used to use King and Armor King, so.
Oh, I don't know how good they are in this one. I haven't really heard anything. I used to hate them in tag.
And a lot of people were using King on Cross Assault from the times I was watching anyways.
Oh, somebody messed up, and now I messed up.
Yeah, somebody messed up.
It's not registering.
Open mouth, insert foot.
What were you doing there, Rock?
Loser.
Dragon Punch. Man,
Oh, okay.
Dragon Punch comes out every time he jumps in the air, but he doesn't come out.
I
I'm
see.
not.
Ah.
Do you feel like maybe he's employing a lag switch?
I don't know what he's doing.
Come on, guys.
So, what are you guys most excited about Cross Tekken for?
I can play
I'm
with
excited
King.
for Guile, obviously.
Why? Because Gal sucks.
What do you guys
I
think
think
of
so.
the characters that are Vita released?
Exclusive?
What? They're not exclusive, and everybody knows it. But the question is, when do they come out on the consoles? And my bet, if
When they
I was
make
a
you pay
betting
for 'em.
man, my bet would say it's going to be after the Vita comes out,
Yeah,
which is very unfortunate.
I agree.
Yeah, because I have a PlayStation Vita I just bought like a day after release. I don't have Ultimate for it yet.
Mhm.
That actually looks pretty cool.
I think it's worth it. My kids absolutely love it, and I've been putting apps and everything on it. So
Nice.
Okay.
How do you feel about them making the hitboxes only viewable on the handheld as a way to try to sell the handheld version of the game, though?
Is there a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
tech people that like technical Street Fighter people that gonna play it?
Well, most people try to find someone that has it, and then they the Vita version and have them upload the
Oh yeah,
footage for 'em of their characters' hitboxes.
I mean,
Right.
to be perfectly honest, you're dealing with the new system, which is always scary. So I mean, I can commend them for giving them something exclusive, if not for the time being, to try and sell it a little bit more. So I think it's kind of a smart business move. Now, as a player, I think it kind of sucks. But as we all know, the images are going to be uploaded
Oh my god.
the day that it comes out. So
Right? Oh.
Personally, I'm not too interested in extra characters. If I get the game on a good deal, I'll get the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a huge concern of mine.
Yeah.
We'll see how this game is. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Ryu and Jin for the win.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Uh-oh. I don't like Evil Ryu.
Don't worry, I'll get him.
So what about?
I hit the medium one.
What about you, Thane? Who are you excited to see in Street Fighter?
Unfortunately, I'm cool with the fact that obviously Ryu is going to be in it regardless. I'm good with that, and I like. I'm a little disappointed T-Hawk's not in it, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be at all surprised if he never makes it in the game, even after a couple cycles of DLC.
You should know that.
Yeah. I was actually a little bit surprised they put him in this game, so. I'm cool with I'm cool with what I've seen of Balrog. I might go back to using Balrog a lot, because I used to use him in Super Turbo.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he looks like he's got some very nice combo abilities. A lot of his different specials combo off of normals and stuff, and then into each other. And I just saw Mike Ross messing around with him in training mode, and it looked like there's a ton of potential there. But yeah, I'm a little bit bummed that Blanca's not going to be out for quite a while.
Yeah. Did you guys see the Street Fighter Monopoly board that's coming out?
Yes.
Did you guys all vote for Guile?
No.
I voted for Ryu, even though he already had like 1 billion votes.
Exactly. He's pretty much the
It was like Ryu and Chun-Li are guaranteed locks.
Yeah, exactly. And
Guile will
behind him.
No, nobody won't Guile.
Oh, speaking of Ryu and Chun-Li being locks, have you guys seen the forum thread where the guy said that Ryu and Ken need to be removed from the game?
Nice.
Only Ken.
He said they destroy the online experience of Street Fighter games.
Stop losing. They like one of the most known matchups.
So for any of the members that are, I'm sure it'll probably be news already when this comes out, but there's a 99.9% chance that there's going to be a members X or mods X members for Street Fighter Cross.
Man, that's so fast.
Now that does not mean members that have been banned are invited.
This is true. This
mods
is
X members. True. Maybe it should be called mods cross members.
Yes. Mods cross members.
That'd be fun.
So that'll be happening, hopefully. Thor?
That would be like one of Rock's nightmares.
Yeah.
Him losing to the two of us. That would be like he'd wake up in a cold sweat, yelling for his moms.
That'd be a dream come true, Rock.
Terribly terrified. If I ever lose to you two. Well,
I will say the one thing that I'm gonna definitely have to get used to, and I'm sure a lot of people will, is if one character dies, you lose. Because coming from MVC3,
You never played Tekken Tag?
No.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying that coming from Marvel.
Oh no, I was asking.
A big jump.
Have you ever played Tekken Tag?
Hey, Rock! What's all that racket coming from your side's audio there?
Nothing.
I mean, I am not accusing you to having your television too loud or anything like that, because we know you would never do that.
Yes, we do. We do know that. Know that never happened. Ever. What racket? What do you hear?
Well, every once in a while I hear the game, and I see a little blue square around your face on Skype. And
that's
since mine's muted, I know it can't be mine.
I'm breathing.
No,
I gotta breathe.
Nice.
air intake.
Will, I think we need to like come up with like some kind of a document
Mister.
Rock to sign about muting his television.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, is everybody up on what all happened with Cross Assault this week?
I know I am.
Which the good or the bad?
Good, the bad,
bad.
and the ugly. Let's
Yes.
discuss it.
Good, bad,
I know
no.
the bad.
The ugly was the most interesting of all. What did you guys think about the whole controversy with Eris and...
Oh, Super Yan?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. I mean,
That was
obviously,
surprised me.
it was obviously. You know what? It should probably come from a lady's perspective. Go ahead, Queen Combat.
You're going to give us a lady's perspective?
Yes.
Yeah. Straight from Rock's
I
lip,
think
the
it's
lady's
fair.
perspective.
I mean, playing Street Fighter for
But
about
I don't
20
want to
years
say
now.
nothing, and then
Rock,
like,
you
"No."
do that, and then we'll let Queen straighten you out, okay?
Yeah, exactly. So straight from the lady's lips, here comes Rock.
Go ahead, Rock.
Well, that would be you.
Let it rock.
Okay, I'll let a man say it first.
Ladies'
Royal
words of wisdom.
Alright. I mean, obviously, I feel like it was some form of sexual harassment. He wasn't touching on her, but still, I feel like his words and what he was doing definitely was a form of sexual harassment.
Did you guys actually watch the footage from when
Yeah.
he was like going at her and she was like they said she was giggling and encouraging it, and I was like, I watched it and it was like the most awkward, and it's like, if you don't understand what's going on there, something's wrong with you,
Forever
because that
alone.
was not encouragement. That was like
Yeah, that
is
was
this
an
really
awkward
happening?
laugh. I could tell by watching it.
She
It
was
was-
definitely uncomfortable.
He was creeping. He was
Yeah.
straight creeping. There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah. And, to be a coach,
Yeah. Or
If it was me, I just would have told him off, but
no.
yeah, that's why I was like, I know that she was probably, she didn't know how to really handle the situation, because she was like, wow, is he really doing this? Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought too. She was in disbelief that it was really happening. Is
Yeah.
what I don't
Yeah,
know that
see-
she can't defend herself or anything
is
like that.
terrible.
It was like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fortunate.
So what about you, Queen? What's your take on it all?
Hey, Queen, Will wants to know what your take
Yeah.
on it. I know it was hard to hear that through Rock's crying, but
Yeah.
oh,
And
I don't know. I thought she was definitely uncomfortable, and if you're not used to confronting guys like that, after a while you do get used to it. And either you ignore them or you tell them off, A or B.
right.
But you could tell she definitely was not used to sitting by, directly to other guys and getting teased by them, joking around.
Yeah.
She definitely wasn't comfortable, and I just felt it was really disrespectful and rude of him to do that.
It's interesting that the community is so 50-50 on this too.
Wow, did that just come out?
I honestly sometimes think that, not all these guys there agree with what he was doing, but some of them probably do it themselves.
Yeah.
I can't count how many times I play online and get harassed by these guys, or these guys threatening me, and even when I play other games, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Actually worse. That's a different issue. Fighting games aren't as bad.
Yeah.
Still, a gal's just gotta get, if you're gonna be in the seat, you gotta get used to it. It's gonna be there no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say, hey, knock it off. That's really rude, or
Ooh, that fierce.
if you want to use more wording than that,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not gonna say on here, but I've heard a lot more.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
It's
So
also like,
so who are the finalists now? Because it's down to the final four, right?
yeah, it's all Street
Nice.
Fighter, isn't it?
Nice.
I don't know. Thames probably the most caught up on it. Though.
Ouch.
Wow.
It was not all Street Fighter because they moved 2 Street Fighter team people over. So
Okay.
now
Oh my
Sub-Zero and Hornet are considered representatives of Team Tekken in the finals, and I think it was Nerd Josh and Reddick that are in
Yep.
it still.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Rennick, Nerd Josh, Sub-Zero, and Hornet.
So Tasty Steve just got out then.
So can Sub-Zero win the money?
Yes.
Oh, crazy.
So did Tasty Steve just get eliminated?
Yeah, he got eliminated by Hornet. But
Okay.
it didn't look good either. He got messed up pretty bad.
He's
Crazy.
funny.
I'm rooting for Sub-Zero.
Funny dude.
He's hilarious.
I've seen him a few times, so.
Oh,
Oh.
speaking of Sub-Zero, who had by far the saltiest of the Salt
man.
Mines interviews, by far. I mean, it wasn't even close.
I'm just gonna work on for Team Tekken, and then sure enough, he goes to Tekken.
Yep. That was something else.
Mhm.
Did you guys actually read the stuff that Miranda said afterwards and everything?
Mm-mm.
After she forfeited? It was I don't know how she could have been any more tactful about it at all, and not trying to start crap with anybody over it. So, if you actually saw the stuff that she said, and even her Twitter stuff and everything, it's really, to me, it was incredible that there was anyone lining up and pointing at her and saying that somehow it was her fault or that she was in the wrong.
They said it was her
about
fault?
the thing. Yeah, there was some really messed up crap on Event Scrubs.
Oh, shoot.
The best scrub.
I know, surprise, surprise, messed up stuff on Event
Yeah.
Scrubs.
I was like, oh, are you serious? You know?
Wow. That's
Some of the
Oh, I
stuff that
got
was
the
said was
controller.
incredible.
That's unfortunate. That
Oh, well.
people are actually
But it was probably just the stream monsters that sort of had a hand in causing it all, just getting on there and posting.
yeah.
Right.
Has Capcom said anything? Officially said anything yet?
Well, right after it happened, when she forfeited, they had the Salt Mines interview with her, and Matt apologized.
Okay.
Right then and there. I think I think Capcom handled it well. I think they probably could have handled it better, but I think they handled it good enough. I mean, the only thing I think they could have done more is fired Eris from being a coach right there.
Yeah. So how is that? He's still on there, and I seen he did a little apology thing.
Yeah, but
So-
the apology thing I read didn't have anything to do with what the sexual harassment at all. It had to do with him calling out people that were pro esports on the stream or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with what he actually did.
I know he's aware of it.
Yeah.
Should have did 2 apology letters. Or
All
not
right, so
letters.
we talked about the ugly. Who wants to talk about the bad from the cross assault situation?
That's just the ugly.
Yeah, that was the
Oh,
ugly. I would say the bad is I think the 4 of us are maybe going to split 50-50 on the other thing. I know. I'm pretty sure Will and Rock are actually against me on this one for once.
For once.
I don't know that you guys have ever been on the same page and against me before.
That's pretty true.
I'm pretty sure.
Me and Will are never on the same page.
So,
because
Rock, why
I'm
don't you
always
go
Always
ahead?
wrong, I know.
I'm always superiorly right.
Rock, why
Yeah,
don't
I
you go
said
ahead and
superior.
tell anyone that's not in the know what happened outside of the other thing that happened during the cross assault show, not involving contestants.
Go ahead, Tam. just say something.
Every time I put Rock on the spot, there's this awkward silence of like a minute.
He's thinking.
He's like,
Go
"No,
ahead.
this is bait. He's trying to bait me out. I'm not gonna let it. Not gonna let it happen."
Just spare me, please.
All right,
No!
Ow.
Bill, why don't you tell the audience?
Why did I do that? That was
And then I'll put my spin, as in my view on it, what I saw on it, the difference.
Wait, who are you asking?
can you tell our
Goodness.
wonderful podcast listeners what the Mike Ross Jago controversy is all about?
Yeah. Okay, so pretty much what's going on is that it was Arturo that posted this, right? He was streaming as Mike Ross. Oh God. Sorry, bud. I'm trying to win a fight.
Just so while he's trying to win this fight, I'll go ahead and commentate for Rock. That does not work offline.
Oh.
Oh.
Also does not work.
Dang.
offline.
Alright, so what happened was Arturo was streaming, and he caught Mike Ross talking about how he and Jago had staged a rivalry, and what it was Mike Ross was supposed to go to shake Jago's hand, and Jago was supposed to slap it away. And this was supposed to start a rivalry to hopefully build some hype over, I would imagine, like an Evo fight or something. I don't know, the next time that they're supposed to meet up. Probably for a money match. And the thing that really kind of gets to me about this is that I want to say it's Arturo that said this, but I'm not certain, that said it's no longer about playing, it's about the paper, which is kind of like, it doesn't matter if you're good anymore. Well, I mean, basically saying that all they care about is a paycheck, and that really bothered me. So.
Yeah, I wrote a blog on Capcom Unity about what I think of the community now. Back from when I went to EVO in 2002, and it's a huge change. You know, I mean, back then it was, hanging out, didn't matter if you really won or lost, it was all about the community and getting to know each other, but now it's just about the cash.
Yeah. So, Fame, your rebuttal, because you and I talked about this a little bit.
Honestly, I don't disagree with that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people that think that the fight was. We talked about a little bit, and obviously not enough, because I think we are on the same page about that.
I think we are on the same page.
I thought you were in the camp that thought that the fight itself was staged,
No.
which I thought there's no way on earth that that's the case.
No, I mean, there are some people who say that because Jago apparently didn't pull out his alternate character when he had 5% health, and I guess Seth also mentioned that this was odd. But personally,
Screw that move.
Does Rock never learn?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure that happened last week.
Yeah. In fact, it's in the replay.
Yeah.
So.
I
fireball going through.
I'm still like, man.
In fact, that's Rock's shining moment that I chose for him in the beginning.
Awesome.
I'll do it again for you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
You will. You can call it them losses I'm giving you.
But yeah, I don't. I think on one hand, I don't think that it was staged, the fight, because there's sometimes when you just can't stage unless it was painfully obvious and it was like, here's what he did to make it, whatever. But at the same time, it's almost also like, well, who cares? Because at that point, it's the way that I see that this is really damaging is, as I mentioned, is, let's say, now everybody already knows for the most part that Mike and Jago are friends, so this easily could have been staged. Now, the thing that bothers me though is, let's say that there's somebody new that's coming in and isn't familiar with the fighting scene, and that's what he's introduced with is, people stage rivalries and arguments and things like that. Okay, so this is basically wrestling for, fighting games. Okay, no thanks. I don't really want to deal with that because it's not real. It's not real, video game. And that's my concern, is that it has damaged esports in that sense, where people will no longer take it as seriously. That's my fear.
Well, I'm afraid that that's probably right. Unfortunately. Oh crap.
So I think that
I deserve to lose. I messed up that week.
I think
because that's what we talked about. Yeah. So you saw I'm on board with that idea that they're definitely going for the goofy WWE storylines crap, where Jago's obviously the heel and Ross is obviously the face on it.
But like I said, I mean, obviously, as because I mean, just thinking about it, just knowing that it's been faked, it's honestly kind of like, well, what else is fake? This is the time that we've caught it. Has it happened before? Or and by no means do I actually believe this, but I'm actually just using it as a suggestion. But are Daigo and Justin friends? Do they plan stuff? I mean, like I said,
don't think they can talk to each other.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying is that I'm using that as even if they can't talk, there's a translator. So,
Translator is squeal.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying is that it kind of questions the whole community, and it's it's going to take something pretty substantial for faith, in essence, to be renewed into the community and rivalry and things like that.
Yeah, that actually did kind of was like, really? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, like I said, at this point, I don't think that it really terribly matters if the fight was staged or not. The damage has been done, and perception is reality. It's how people are going to perceive this.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just some of these things have been staged, and depends on what the community wants to know about. I mean, I've seen plenty of things throughout the years.
Yeah. I just wish it was somebody else, man. Mike's awesome. That sucks.
I'm scared. This is what I fear about esports, that it'll start turning to something like this. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Is that, like I said, I mean, now people are, whether it's true or not, people are now going to question, what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
And it didn't just hammer, it didn't just hurt the street fighting community.
Yeah, because you remember the blow up after Justin refused to use any characters he knew how to use against Noel at that one Marvel tournament.
Yeah.
And he got a yellow card for it.
Yeah.
And there was crap going on about that for months.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, I know my view on it is, long-winded and stuff, but I mean, that's just the way that I see it. Is that I think that more damage has come from that than anything recently. I think that it really took the steam out of esports. Hopefully, it did, but
I hope it just doesn't turn. It's gonna turn. I hope it doesn't turn into too much of a business, which
it's sort of sad though, because you know dang well that neither of them meant for anything, truly bad to happen from this.
Yeah, of course. They actually probably wanted it to help, to be like, oh, here's this huge rivalry. Ooh, go on.
Yeah.
I've known since Mike called him out on Cross Counter that was being the biggest fraud in Marvel, that it was, a joke. I don't know how anyone didn't get it right then.
I got it since the beginning, but I didn't know this part, like the stage in the fight. So it's unfortunate.
It is.
The funniest thing though was there's a lot of people that were saying the whole thing was staged. Other people were saying that they hate each other and they couldn't believe that this was going on. Blah blah blah. And a couple hours later, earlier they were practicing at the same time, and they were showing each other stuff in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. A couple hours earlier during the training, right after I saw Ross mess around with Balrog, they were showing each other stuff on the stream. So, nice.
Is there a good? Can we do a good now? Can we do a
Dr.
good now?
Sub-Zero can win all the money. That's good.
So it was just a bad and the ugly. You gotta have a good.
Okay, the good would be, I don't know that the whole thing was even done to begin with, I guess. Because who would have thought that they would ever do something like that a couple years ago?
That's true. But on the same token, I'm wondering, considering all of this, the sexual harassment, the Mike Ross thing, I mean, was it more trouble than it's worth?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
really,
was a good read.
Don't get me wrong. When this thing first started, I was really hyped for it. I was like, "This is kind of cool, a live, fighting game and just think about it from an outsider coming in. Oh, this is our first glimpse into the real live fighting game world or video game world, even, and this is what it's riddled with, and it's only been a few days."
Yeah.
So I don't think that we will see something like this for a very long time.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
maybe
honestly,
maybe,
I don't know if I want to see something like that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, you know what I'm saying, that they'll learn from this and make it better.
One can only hope.
Cause I mean, they getting a lot of views
I agree.
from this.
But now think about this: are there going to be a lot of people next time? Because I let's just say this: if
Has
a
it got
lot
less
of rivalries,
since that happened? It hasn't been less.
well, I agree.
No.
I agree.
No,
Yeah.
it hasn't.
But here's what I'm saying: is that next time, because we're watching all this unfold, right? Next time, I'm gonna personally think, oh well, all these rivalries are faked. All this is just to build up hype.
Mm.
Having been at Seasons Beatings 2 years ago, I can tell you that Arturo Sanchez really, truly does not like Daigo Umehara. That is not staged. I saw it. It's real. I guarantee you that is real.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying, though. I mean, I just hate that happened. So.
Now, the thing about Arturo streaming that is he.
Oh man, Arturo, he has no friends, I would imagine.
like, do they consider him like a savior? Exposing this.
I know that some people do, but think about this: is that it's gonna go away. I mean, nobody's gonna be able to put him on a pedestal for that long. Now, Mike Ross and everybody in the fighting game community, they're not going to say a word with him around now.
Yeah.
So I think in the long run he has probably hurt himself. But if that's what he felt like needed to happen, the more power to him. Personally, I don't know. I mean, on the one token, I'm like, well, obviously something this ridiculous and fake deserves to be shown in the public before it becomes an actual issue within the community.
Now, the thing about all that is, do you guys truly think that Mike Ross doesn't know that he was doing that? I mean, there's just as much possibility that he was in on the whole thing.
That's true, and
I think, that's a good possibility.
But what's the benefit? Where's the payoff? See, that's the thing, and maybe something pays off in the end. I mean, maybe there is a whole thing behind this. In fact, maybe it's a buildup of an Arturo-Mike Ross rivalry.
You never know. Never know.
I could understand.
Once you get into WWE land, anything can happen.
Exactly. Heck, next year at EVO, Kane can come out and take Mike Ross into hell.
I'll have to.
Man, I'm
gonna send Mike a message and ask him what the possibility or what the likelihood that Kane comes and takes him to hell is, or Kane or I'll put Kane / Undertaker. No, I'll just ask him, Mike. Would you rather be taken to hell by Kane or the Undertaker?
Yeah. This will be our last match. Just so you guys know.
Okay, gotcha. My daughter requested Chung Lee. Oh.
Should I text him that right now?
No.
Since we already since we talk about wrestling, what was you guys' favorite rivalry in wrestling?
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
Hulk Hogan versus Hulk.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
That's so old. Can we do something more current, like early 2000s?
No.
I guess
Rock, that was your mom's favorite rivalry too.
I mean, truthfully, when you
mom's favorite rivalry also.
My mom hates professional wrestling.
She like that rivalry.
Actually, in all honesty, I did like when it was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man versus Sting, I think, and I can't remember who was with Sting at the time.
probably the Giant.
No, it wasn't Sting. It was I can't think of his name. The dude that was always going. Oh, Ric Flair. It was Ric Flair and somebody.
My
I'm gonna
favorite
say,
rivalry.
Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, when they could put, quote unquote Hulk up, that was pretty sweet. But
I'm too old for
Austin
this.
and Vince McMahon was pretty epic in itself too.
Yeah.
My favorite rivalry was Triple H and The Rock.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best rivalry ever.
The Rock and
I haven't
Sock.
watched it in a while, so.
I gave up on that stuff a long time ago. The funny thing is I quit watching that and started watching UFC instead.
Oh.
And there's been a couple of fights in the
Yeah,
UFC
but they're out
that
of
went to judges' scorecards that were so rigged. It was not even funny. And it was obvious.
All right, well, Rock, you got any parting words of wisdom?
Yes, everybody
From
gets Street Fighter Cross
perspective.
Tekken.
Oh, those are
Observe
good
it now.
words.
Yeah,
Good
Observe it
words.
now.
good words.
So, thank you, Queen, for joining us and giving us your
Yeah, you're welcome, guys.
view upon
Thanks.
this. And
You know, it's terrible with the controller. Welcome.
Yeah, guys, just so everybody knows, Queen was using a Xbox controller, not a joystick, as she's used
Yeah,
to using.
because I customized my Street Fighter stick to Soul Calibur King of Fighters, like the 5-button setting.
Which leads me back to my original point, kids, don't change your joystick plugs. No.
yeah.
Actually, I tell people to change their joystick plugs, but make sure you have access to your faceplate at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
had the faceplate, it's just I was working most of the day and couldn't get to it in time, so that's
Yeah.
alright.
All right, guys. Thought theme, you want to take us out?
Sure. You stay classy, San Diego.